Hey, what's going on guys? Dylan and Jared from Flight Performance and Fitness. Today I'm going to talk about something we've been doing a lot with our athletes lately, which is sort of layering on our change of direction and agility skills to really improve upon the details and the skills and then build into more reactive sport-specific training. So I'm going to give you a couple different examples here, but the first example is going to be how we teach a lateral run. Okay, so we're always going to start off with this pop, pushing, opening up, and then pushing from there. So I'm going to put Jared in this position. He's just going to go on his own time. So first I'll run him through the drill. He's going to show you what a pop looks like. So he's pushing off, opening up those hips, and then getting all over that outside leg so that he's really loaded. So let's stop at the end of the step here, Jared. So the key here is that he has like good knee and ankle flexion here. So you want that knee to be kind of over the foot, his body's carried over, that way he can really push off of it. So when we first initiate with that drill, we're going to be really detailed about the positions that they're getting in to make sure they really feel what we want them to feel. So the next step is just going to be a little bit of reactive. So I'm going to point one direction and then he's going to go that way. So go there, yep. We'll do that for a certain amount of reps. He's just reacting on me. Next step, we'll add actually starting that lateral run. So go kind of 3 to 4 steps each way. He's still reacting on me. And then one key we're working on with this lateral run is that his eyes and chest are going to be on me while his hips are running that way. So we want them to really open up those hips and actually be running across his body. So the next step after that, we can set two people up, 2 of the athletes up. We'll maybe do a mirror drill. So if me and Jared are mirroring each other, we're going side to side, and we can only use our hips to open up. So I have to open up, not do that lateral shuffle. I'm really working specifically on that lateral run exercise. So another good example here would be teaching our retreating. So we're starting off with the hip turn and then going into a little bit of a retreat. So first off, we're going to teach that hip turn. So I'm going to have Jared just do hip turn where keeping most of his eyes and his chest sort of forward while he rotates those hips, gets ready to really push off the ground. So the next step would be starting into a little bit of a retreat. And I'm just going to show him how to do it. He'll do it on his own reps. Yep. So he's hitting that hip turn, doing about a 3-yard retreat, just learning opening up those hips. Notice how his eyes are staying forward. That's something we're really going to focus on. The next step would be just reacting on me, either a visual or audio cue. So I'm just going to say right, yep, left. Good. So he's just learning how to react fast on it. And then the next step with that, I can do this even a little bit more reactive. So I might be right here. And we can just send him down the turf. Working on that hip turn, the specific skill of that, and the lateral run. So you can kind of take it, really dial in from one little specific exercise and then make it more reactive. And we found that linking these things in one session, following each other, work a lot better than sticking to one drill for a couple weeks or just going to the more advanced thing for a couple weeks. It really builds that context for the athlete of really what we're looking for out of each of those drills so they can actually focus on it. So it actually kind of the session builds not only in their learning for that day, but also the intensity.